Millions of students and faculty have fallen to the epidemic known as slipping and falling. There are many factors that have contributed to this epidemic, being that not paying attention, walking on slippery surface, or leaving your hand off the railing, and much more. Please pay attention to your surroundings, watch where you're going, and we can cure this epidemic together.
Good morning, I'm Sam Gary. Did you know that 25% of all accidents are because of falling? And 25,000 incidents of falling happen per day. And it's the second leading cause of death in America. If you don't want to become one of these statistics, listen to this video. Now you gotta remember, watch out for wet floors. So look for these signs. You gotta be careful when going down the stairs and avoid distractions like your phones. They can lead to falling. Look at this kid, for example. Hey, whoa! That's why you don't use your phones while you're on the stairs. And remember what season it is. It's winter, so there's ice all around. And you gotta be really careful.
It was like last year, I was walking down the hall, I was on my phone, I was reading text message, and I look up and there's a pole right in front of me, and I conk my head on it.
I was snowblowing a deck for my mother-in-law, and I was like, man, it's pretty slippery up here. So as I was doing it, I was like, if I do ever fall, I'm gonna let go of the snowblower, because most people will hold on to things. So lo and behold, a few minutes after that, Murphy's Law, I fell, and I was fully up in the air, and I just let the snowblower go, slapped out and rolled out of it, and then got up and chased the snowblower down the deck a little bit, and then kept snowblowing.
Like going on Snapchat and like walking around. Like I almost fell down the stairs from my room because I was focused on my phone.
I know that I've left cords on the ground. I know that from time to time things will get cluttered and I won't pay attention to the floor. But it's hard because sometimes you need power, or you need to plug in electronics or computers and you need to use them in a certain space, and there's not necessarily power directly where that is. So yeah, I've definitely been guilty of leaving cords in the way of where I could walk, for sure.
You know, I was walking, I was on my phone texting someone, you feel me? And there's this table, I hit my toe on that.
The things I see the most, high school and even when I cover the middle schools, is kids not looking up to see where they're walking. Most kids have their phones in their faces, adults do it too, and they're looking down or texting at the same time. Then they're not clear about what might be in front of them, whether it be another person or an object on the floor, and I've seen people fall or trip because of that. Just not looking and being aware of your surroundings. If you're aware of your surroundings, it's a lot better. Same thing going downstairs, upstairs. I'd say the biggest distraction is just not paying attention to what's around, and the same thing kind of goes outside, especially in the winter. If you're not paying attention, you may not know if you're going over ice or something slippery, and then that's usually the cause of most falls or accidents.
When the bell rang, I wasn't paying attention. I fell down the stairs because I didn't grab the rail.
If this sounds familiar to you, if slipping and falling is the last thing you think can happen, then what about the following?
We walk, and although that sounds just kind of silly, that because we're just walking so much, we never think about what happens if we fail, because we learn it when we're so young, and it just becomes a different part in our brain, and it's like breathing. We don't expect to fail.
When I'm walking, I don't think about slipping, because slipping isn't something I normally do.
I'm pretty confident in myself that I have the ability to walk and I won't slip and fall.
I just don't think about it. I don't think about it while I'm walking.
Slipping and falling is something we should all be more aware of. Proactive solutions are easy and can help prevent a lot of potential harm.
I've tried to tape the cords down in the computer lab, to put a little gaffer tape on the cords, to have the cords run along the side of the walls as opposed to directly across where students or teachers will walk.
I'll probably not go on my phone as much, or be more cautious of where I am.
Just put your phone aside and walk. Easy plus.
Grabbing the rail and paying attention.
Making people more aware, just trying to, if each individual is a little bit more aware of what's going on around them and paying attention, or when you are up and walking around, putting your phone down or any other object, whether it be an iPad or something else, so that you put that away while you are out walking or doing the stairs or anything like that.
My advice, and the funny part of it is you should take falling classes. So I've taken a lot of martial arts classes, and I've learned how to fall and roll, and every single time that I have fell, I've always been able to not hurt myself. Make sure you learn how to fall. Don't reach for the ground. Learn how to roll so you don't hurt yourself.
So the best ways I've found to not fall are to, one, not just be staring at your phone the entire time you're walking, but to actually look at the ground every now and then, see if you're going on ice, see if you're going to run into somebody or something. And another thing is to not take crazy long steps or crazy fast steps. Make sure you have good footing on the ground before you keep walking.
So one thing that we're really careful about in the lab is if there's any water on the floor. Students are often dizzy, they have chemicals, Bunsen burners are going, and if there's water on the floor and they don't see it, it could lead to a slip. Especially if they're carrying chemicals, then those chemicals could get on them. So if there's ever water on the floor or there's a spill, we clean that up right away so that nobody has the opportunity to fall.
Let's all be more aware and stay healthy and safe together.